Hey guys, welcome back to Church here. Now I promise this is going to be my last video today on vault doors, right? Every day I seem to be on a topic of building something, okay? And today my thing is vault doors. I don't know what it is, I don't know why, but I'm in the mood for building vault doors and vault computers and whatever else. So I'm challenging myself to build a huge vault door. Now, as you've seen guys, in my last few videos that I've uploaded in the last couple of hours, I have made myself the very simplistic, this is the first design I came up with, the very simple 5-lock redstone door right here, and these two are activated. Very simple, very simple redstone vault right there, okay? I'd then shown you guys how to build this thing, very easy. I then moved on, I then challenged myself further. I made myself a 10 wide vault door, so a 10 lock system vault door, which again was very easy. I want to challenge myself further. I then went ahead and made myself a 24 sized vault door. I don't know why I did this, but I just did, and this is the combination key and I am not screwing up with it. So I went ahead and challenged myself in my last redstone challenge video and made myself this 24 lock vault door, which closed up really nicely. For any of you guys who missed that challenge, and I didn't really explain things very well, I then went ahead and made a redstone tutorial on how to make the vault door, but more smoothly. And that was the vault door I just came up with. So I'm going to be challenging myself to create a vault door bigger than this. Now this is quite a big vault door. You don't really see many Minecrafters nowadays going ahead and building 4x4 redstone contraptions that are flush and have no redstone around the actual 4x4 door. I mean, yeah, obviously they can sometimes fill in the blocks in the middle, but this was a vault door. This was supposed to look like this. And I'm going to be going ahead and trying to see if I can design this even bigger. So I'm going to go ahead and design this a little bit further away from where all of my vault systems are. And yeah, I mean, I do want them relatively close to each other, because obviously they all kind of match the same theme, but I may need some space. So I'm going to go ahead and get my blocks that I want to be building with today. So as usual, I'm going to use white wool. I'm also going to be using magenta wool. I can't say that word. I'm also going to be using cyan wool. I'm going to be getting a lever. I'm going to be using a repeater, a torch, redstone dust. I'm definitely missing something. Pistons. And I may or may not need slime blocks for this. Now, I'm one redstoner who just never uses slime blocks because of the fact that I really don't enjoy the way they work. I'm not a person who enjoys using slime blocks at all. Now, I want to see if my double piston extender can be extended to a triple piston extender. Now, I'm not sure how this is going to work at all in the slightest, but I am definitely going to test this out because this is what the redstone testing mod is for. So I'm going to be going ahead and placing down 3 sticky pistons right here with a block in front. And so if usually it's this, the middle one's like on a 4 tick. This one is, oh no, because yeah, this one would be on a 4 tick. This one would be dust. This one would be on a 1 tick. This one wouldn't exist, because then if I activate this would activate the double piston extender. Now, what in God's name would this one be? 1, 2, 4. Right. This is not going to work as the plan. So that is why I went ahead and decided to use slime blocks, because a slime block can carry this out further. So if I break this block right here, place slime block here, the slime block will move the block in front. Therefore, my cheat system for my triple piston extension, and also you can place blocks around it. So that works quite nicely. I'm not going to complain about that at all. I'm not sure how this is going to actually help me in my build, but my door has to be bigger, and I could just use these. It's a vault door, so it's going to be complicated. It's definitely going to be one of the more complicated builds that I've done. But yeah, I mean, it's what I've got to do. So it is nice. It does work very clean, but what about vertical double piston extenders? I never really work on these. So I don't really know how these work either. So if I place a redstone signal going into, what if you placed a block with a block on top with a redstone current going to here with a piece of dust on top and a piece of redstone dust on the bottom? Would that work? I would only activate that. I need to place this here with a torch. That would activate only one of them. Right, of course it would. What if we moved it back one more? So what I mean is, if I went ahead and made this too wide on here so the dust could actually have a chance to run into it, and then place this on top like this with the redstone right here. That's the double piston extension, and it doesn't retract it. So what if we place this on a 1 tick delay? Now that seems more like it, and now it doesn't activate. Yeah, this is not gonna work. Oh god damn it, double piston extenders. Right, I have another idea up my sleeve. What if I placed a block right here with a piece of redstone dust on top with a torch coming off it with a block and a piece of redstone dust? I don't know. Just don't judge me. Block, repeater. God damn it! Right, this is good. This is good. Yeah, this is going to be complicated. Right, I'm going to be just running with the regular, normal, double sticky piston extension because this is the easiest thing I can come up with. And if I want to make it longer, just go ahead and place slime blocks on it, and then bang, that'll be bang, and we have a bigger door. Of course, it'll be absolutely useless because it'll have these chunks on top, but you know, it doesn't even move this one because of the slime block. So now we have a broken sticky piston, so that's fun. Definitely going to be running with this. Depends how large. So if I run it, so we have 4 of these running on both sides. So if I just whack these here like this, and just whack some redstone dust there like that, we could run that. We could also have the same coming down from the top, so we'd have 4, and then we could have a whole bunch of double sticky piston extenders in different areas. Wouldn't make it bigger. It wouldn't make it bigger. It would only make it more complicated. Would that work? Because it's still a 4x4 piston door. I mean, 4x4. Maybe I could try to get it so it's 5. Maybe getting it to 5 would allow me to bypass and pass the challenge. So if I had 5, I would somehow try to make this one right here a double piston extender, which, believe you me, is not an easy job at all. If I had a powered source going into here, this would activate these, all of these, right? And this will push this up. And then if I had this on a 1 tick delay, oh no, I need redstone dust on top. This would only be active if this was deactive. Yeah. I'm in the right area. I am in the right area for this. Yeah, I'm on fire right now. Don't at me, I'm on fire. Let's move all of this back for a second so I can test this. If I go ahead and whack these here like this, and we have 3 string right here, I'm going to just power them all from here so it all gets powered. Redstone dust here, going to cancel these with 2 blocks, going to go and place a piece of redstone dust here, the repeater on 1 tick delay, going to place a block on top like this, and this should cover up the middle. Now if I break this, damn it, right, okay, it completely ignores it, because that's not connected. Ah, this is going to be a challenge. Bang. Oh, it's just that double piston extension. That's it, that's the only thing that's screwing me over. At least we've got a nice little design for this section right here. Other than that, our double piston extender just doesn't want to work. Okay, double sticky piston extension. Okay, so we have another plan. We place a block here with a torch coming off it with a piece of redstone dust going into a block right here which will have redstone dust on it, which will activate that block right there. Now if we wrap this around again into another block like so, that should activate it, maybe. If I can get this correctly, if I place a repeater, no, if I place it like this, and if I break this, it will, damn it, right, I'm getting annoyed. We all know the rules with double pistons, right? It's the fact that once they expand outwards, it's like they have to be retracted twice. So obviously we have to have a pulse going in once and a pulse going in again to retract it. So we have to have the pulse going in twice for this, because if this pulls it down, we're going to have it going in twice. Because otherwise it's going to pull the block and then pull the block down again. It will never pull the block and the sticky piston at the same time. So with that bearing in mind, if I go ahead and place this, it will activate that one right there. And then if I place a block here with another lever going into it, that will activate it, and then deactivate this one right here, deactivate this one, activate this one, deactivate that one, and that should, in theory, work to do it. So we deactivate the bottom one. No, sorry, okay, so we deactivate the top one, it retracts. We then activate the top one again, and no, so we deactivate this, we deactivate this, we then activate this, and activate again. So, bang, bang. So okay, so the bottom one gets activated first. Bottom one gets activated first. Top one then gets activated. Okay, top one then gets deactivated. Bottom one gets deactivated. Top one gets activated again and retracts it. Not as complicated as I thought, but still also very confusing. Activated. Oh, bottom one has to be activated first. Okay, let's keep this in mind. So the bottom one has to be activated first. Right. Okay, bottom one gets activated first. Right. Coming off this, we then place some redstone dust, so then this one can also be activated. Okay, so now these are activated. Now how on earth do I deactivate them? So if I place this with a lever, that will deactivate it. Okay, and then you got to try to like reactivate it and deactivate it again, because that's activated. Now they have to deactivate the bottom one. Only the bottom one now is allowed to get activated and deactivated. So do we place some redstone dust coming off to the side with a block on top? Yeah, maybe that could work. Put a repeater here, and then if I turn it off, no, this is just trollage. You know, I never really look at guides on how to do these things. I come up with these designs in my mind. I then reimagine these designs and build them into something. And so far, that's all I've come up with. Let's just get straight into building, and yeah, right. So I'm gonna go ahead and do this a little nicely. I'm gonna have a nice little block on the middle, and I will try to do something with it once the design's actually built. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we're gonna be doing a 5x5 piston door, which is actually going to be quite nice. So we're going to go ahead and just replace all of these with blue wool, because I think blue wool looks really nice in plastic texture pack. So we're going to go place some wires connecting to this, and then right up here, this is going to be our frame. So we're going to want to go ahead and build our frame one block off. No, we're going to have to go 2 blocks off, so it's going to be even wider. And then coming here, because these blocks, right, let's expand these a sec so we know exactly where we're going. So this right here, we're going to want a sticky piston 1 block further back, so right here, which we're going to want to build 5 high. Well, we don't have to, we can build it 3 high, because 1 to 3, and we've got those blocks in some space. Yeah, 3 high should be fine. Place these blocks in front, place a block here with a redstone torch. We'll do it from the bottom. We'll place a block here, the redstone torch with a block on top, and that should activate everything. So yeah, that's going to be all fine there, all said and done. We're going to 1, 2, 3 right here with a bunch of sticky pistons behind it. So 1, 2, 3 with some sticky pistons here with a redstone torch again and a block on top. Okay, that can't be there. That has to come back 1 more. Bang, 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 bang. We're just going to move this back 1 more. God, I am really sciencing myself through this. 1, 2, 3. Bang, bang, bang. Why am I overcomplicating this so much? I'm going to be doing it 2. No, it has to be like this. It definitely has to be like this. It would be weak of me to go back and do it differently. I can't do that. I must continue with this build. Okay. But now we need blocks here, and it doesn't look like a proper piston door. Back to the drawing board, I guess. Okay, we're going to place another piston on here, we're going to also place it here, and we're going to make this even larger. Right, we're going to be placing this here, we're going to be placing that there, and we're also going to be putting a piece of dust there. Now, what we could do, potentially... 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4... Huh? But we don't have to do that. 4, 2, 5, 3. 4, 2 and 5, 3. 5, 3 and 4, 2. That should be fine. I'm sticking with it. I'm not going back on myself now. I'm sticking with the 5, 3. And now we want to go and replace these blocks right here. Really gotta try work out how this is going to work. 3 blocks right here. And then we're going to want to place our pistons coming off here. 5 bloody sticky pistons off the top. Like, that's not a ridiculous number or anything. No, 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 no. That's a perfect normal number to have just running along the top. Right. Awesome. And this needs to come down one more. God, I am so silly sometimes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And sticky pistons all facing along here with blocks in front. And then we're going to be placing our blue wiring along back here behind these pistons with redstone, and then just activating it. Cool. Right. The middle section of this really weird looking vault door. If I can't imagine what I'm gonna have to do here. These blocks are definitely gonna have to come forward one more, because it's definitely not going to work, because I am not doing a triple piston extension, because I am not supreme enough in this game to do that. Yeah, this should be perfectly okay as a contemplation. I mean, I've already done this by expanding this even further, so I'm sure you guys can forgive me for just making my life a little bit easier. I know you guys love making my life a living hell when it comes to redstone, but you know, this should be fine. I don't see anyone complaining. Okay. I put it in the same place again, like a freaking moron. Bang, and bang, and then let's just whack these blocks right here. Let's delete this, and just place that there. Okay, now we have to work again, and oh my god, I swear I am so dumb. Stop placing them there. Okay, that's fine. I think we've now finally figured out where to place it. I'm a bit cranky. I've done 4 videos in a row, so please give me some lenience. Okay, that's not looking half too bad right now. It's not looking half bad. Not at all. I want to go ahead and place some double extenders, however, behind this thing. So I'm going to destroy this. This, if we activate this, will this activate the entire thing? It will not. This is going to complicate things a whole bunch if I'm building a double sticky piston extender coming off to the side of this thing. This could potentially break my build. Potentially. Like, this could really ruin everything for me. If I place the redstone dust here and the 4-tick delay repeater here, would this thing still activate and deactivate if I wired it up to that weird thing right here? If I place that there, This has to be on a 1 tick delay. If I placed all of that there, would this deactivate? No. We're gonna have to do something about that torch. Yeah, we're gonna definitely have to do something about that torch, because that's just gonna ruin my on my triple extension on this side, which I do not want. I want this to work first time as a magical charm. And so if I destroy this, oh, not my piston. If I just place these back and place my block here and destroy this, and if I activate it, it activates, right? It goes straight into the middle. Obviously, if this was activated, it'd be out. This needs to be a triple. So this needs to have another one underneath, another one here, and another block on top. And then we're also going to want to have another one on top of this right here. You know what? This is where the slime block comes in. This is where I make my life so much easier. I'm doing it. I am doing it, boys and girls. I am finally using the slime block. But that pushes this block here. We have to make this one here terracotta, because I don't want that to be affected by the slime block. So let me find terracotta, which I've never really used before. Many of these actually look quite nice. Well, I'm going to say this light glazed terracotta looks quite spicy. We're going to replace it with a magenta. So if I place this here, what this will do is it will expand it, but it will not be affected by the slime block. And then if I actually go ahead and activate this, it will move the terracotta, but it will not retract it. Why? This game bullies me. I thought the terracotta would be retracted. God damn it, right, okay. Well, I guess that means we can just eliminate this piston. Because this seems to just move it for me. But in the wrong space. Well, we're going to have a very, very strangely designed door, because this is going to come out to here, this is going to come out to here. We're going to have a block here. Yeah, this is going to be a very, very spicy door indeed. It's going to look very strange. I'm not sure I can live with that. I'm going to have to think about how I'm going to go about actually doing this, because this right now is going to screw me over massively. Now, I watch Redstoners when they build with terracotta, and they always use the same block. I'm not sure why that is. I don't think it's this one. It's definitely not that one. But the slime block is not a bad idea. But I can't think of how this is going to actually benefit me. I mean, if I go ahead and activate this now, it will push it out, but we'll have this very, very strange space here. And if we deactivate it, that will go back. But this block will always be there. We can't place a block here that will be activated, because if we place this here, it won't be retracted. Oh god, this is where my head gets screwed over. What if I place the slime block someplace else? So if I had this block here and I place a slime block here, that would move the top ones. Maybe that would work instead? No, it wouldn't, because it's not attached to the piston. We can only have it if it's attached to the piston, and if we have the blocks on top of this slime block, then it will move forward. And it's not going to do the double retraction because of this stupid torch right here. Well, the only thing I can think of right here is blocking this off with a piece of obsidian. I mean, or a piece of terracotta, because I do not want this to be ruined. That'll be extended, and then this here will be extended, and we will have a weird, strange gap in our door. Unless we use another slime block. Turn this into terracotta. No, that has to be extended. We can't do that. We can't do that. We can't go through this mess. I'm going to try and change it so we use a slime block on this one right here and these right here as well. So if this deactivates, which I'm hoping I can do right now if I destroy this and then deactivating it. If I activate it, it will just move the entire thing. Oh god, I'm really quite confused with myself right now. I don't know how to feel about this. I really don't know how to feel about this build. This is confusing. What was going for a very simple build has just turned out to be one of the most confusing things I've ever had to endure in my life. I'm going to go ahead and just completely ignore that and just leave it so we have this weird central area, because I am not planning on destroying my life over this build. Oh god, right, okay, so I'm gonna have that there, I'm gonna have this here, I'm gonna power that right there. This needs to come back another one. Oh god, I'm actually not in with it today. And I do not want to forfeit the challenge, so I'm going to place that on there. I'm going to be placing some blocks on top with some more sticky pistons here, here, and here. And this will work. No, it will not. Is that powered? No, it is not. Back. That comes back nicely. The only reason I don't think this comes back is because the redstone can't activate it, so we're actually going to have to expand this. If you've ever had to expand one of these things, it's not very hard. You just add a bunch of repeaters to the back of it and it should work all smoothly. All saints, everything beautiful. Okay, this thing just will not retract. This middle one will not retract it. I have no idea why it will not retract it, but it's just choosing not to retract it, and it's kind of getting on my nerves. It will expand it, but when I go for the retraction, it will not retract it. Therefore, meaning I'm going to build two of these systems on the top and bottom sections of it, because I am too lazy to actually give a shit, and I can't be bothered to go through all of this fucking mess all over and over again infinitely for the rest of my entire life, because this is going to be the death of me. I swear to God, this build is going to ruin me. And then there's these lovely people called YouTubers who do this for a living and know exactly what to do 24/7, and I find that incredible because I am ridiculous at doing this. So we'll activate the first one and then we'll go ahead and build up to here and start. Oh shit, okay. And we'll build the second one in a second once I replace the sticky piston because I'm an idiot and deleted it. Now we'll start building the second one. So 1 2 3, 1 2 3, bang, 1 2 3 4, bang, 1, douche 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 douche, dish dish. Right, I'm wiring these together. Now when thinking about wiring these together, would glowstone be a valid option? I feel like it might. But it just doesn't do it. But what if I came out to the side and just whacked a piece of glowstone here and here? Would this be nice to me? Would it connect it? And it does. Oh sweet Jesus. And it's perfectly in sync. Yes, as I said, we're going to be having weird middle blocks in the center, and I'm not doing anything about it because this is a horrible redstone build and I want to commit suicide. Right. Cool. It's time to repeat this shit. So, bearing in mind that we can now have this replaced here, and we can place our 3 crappy blocks here, and then we're just going to have some weird centerpiece. We have to think of a way to activate this without activating that. So if I go ahead and place a block here with a, if I go ahead and place a cyan block right here with a with a repeater going into it, and I go ahead and activate this thing, would it activate the other ones? It does not. It doesn't activate that either because I'm an idiot. Go ahead and place that there and activate it. It doesn't interfere with the other build over there. So if I go ahead and place a what if I go ahead and place a block up one and place a repeater going into it with a block coming off to the side right here with a thing? It will activate the top 2. Right, let's keep that all bearing in mind, and let's do a system so that we can have 2 along the bottom right here, right there, and 2 along the top right here, and that should activate it. Top one, bottom one. It reverses it because of this shitty torch. Oh, for God's sake, I forgot about the torch. Awesome, everything gets activated. Yay. We're all friends. You know, it would make a whole lot more sense if I just connected it to this. In my eyes anyway, so then when I activate this, it activates everything. But it doesn't activate the bottom one. Of course it doesn't, because of this stupid inbred block up here. So I'm using a lot of bad words and I'm playing Minecraft. That's not a really good idea. Oh god. It just doesn't connect. It's just not doing it. It just doesn't want to be my friend. Okay then. Plan B. Make it untidy as hell. Maybe. Put glowstone there and just put glowstone on top of it and just see if they become friends. I mean, it activates the top one, so surely not. I mean, I prefer this build to a normal build. This build is making life a living hell for me. It's making me have to think, which I do like sometimes. But at other times, I want to be lazy and I don't actually want to do it. So there is that, but I'll figure it out, and that should deactivate everything. Except from that crappy bottom piston again. That seems way too rapid. It's got to be to do with this right here. Yeah, it's definitely that block there. Therefore, I can come to the conclusion that I will be doing a piston elevator going to the top of this with a block that powers it at all times, because otherwise I'm going to be absolutely triggered and I can't be fucked. This thing's always going to be activated anyway, right? So, if we can get it so the signal just comes off this crappy block down here, and then we can just travel it upwards so it deactivates, and then we can just deactivate this. And then if we actually activate this thing by destroying this, it will activate that. And then if I just wire this up to this with a repeater so I don't destroy anything and deactivate it. Oh, fuck me in the fucking asshole. Right, okay, that's on a lock, which I can't do. We're going to have to connect it to this, I guess. Maybe this is just not going to work out for me anytime soon. Right, bolt door is connected like this, and this is all connected. This should all be connected very, very easily. It's not hard, it's not science, it's not World War III, it's very basic redstone. What is wrong with you, Jan? Why can't you connect some simple redstone? God damn it! And that all comes out nicely, apart from the bottom one. Of course, it's always the bottom one. It's always the frickin' bottom one. God, don't you just love Minecraft sometimes? The bottom one, I activate it. It's all activated. Does the bottom one get activated? It does not. If I go ahead and replace this with a regular block, so this gets activated normally. If I destroy this block here, and I bring this so it connects to it from the side, like this, right? Feel my science. And I turn it off. Halle frickin' loot. Right, okay, anyway, that works now. I think. Yeah, okay, yeah. It's all working. It's all good. We basically got it. These two must be powered from this block here. Right here, okay? This block here needs power going into it because It needs to work on everything. This is our input. Fuck me. Right. Repeating this entire stupid system on the other side. Oh god. Right, before I do that, can I please just give myself some sanity here and just ask you guys to subscribe and leave a like on the video. I would really appreciate it, because this is actually making me go insane. And for any of you guys who are actually still watching the video, I love you so much, and I hope you have an amazing day. I hope you get blessed with all of the good blessings in the world. And yeah, I don't know what I'm saying at this point, because this build is making me go crazy. But yeah, may God bless you. What the fuck? Anyway. We're gonna go ahead and just travel this system up with the redstone torch signal. Should work out perfectly okay. So if I go and activate it again from this one right here, it will activate and it will deactivate. Perfect. Perfection. Right. Now, this double sticky piston system that we're going to go ahead and install on the back right here is going to be a little bit more complex, because we're going to have to do the same thing, but we're going to have to do it in one swift movement so I don't get triggered. And yeah, so we're going to go ahead and do the doubles right here. We're going to go ahead and place our 3 blocks right here on the back. We're going to remove this block right here, replacing it with a blue wool. We're going to destroy these 3 blocks on behind it. We also want to go ahead and place down 6 blocks right here, and you also want to do the same thing on the bottom. Now, once you've gone ahead and placed the ones on the bottom, what you want to go ahead and do is just place down your stupid system that's going to make this thing work. So 2 repeaters and some dust. Alright, so this is going to be on 1 tick delay, and this one's going to be on 4 ticks delay. You're also going to be doing the same thing on this side right here, and then you want to go ahead and place down some redstone dust. Now, this is where shit gets interesting, okay? What you want to do is basically get a gun, pull the... No, okay, anyway. Had to retain myself there. Now what you want to do is connect it by just running this to the back, and then a repeater with some dust, and that should all be connected. And then if we do the same thing on the top right here, we should have a very stable internet connection. You know, I'm just playing. Yeah, that should work. And then we place block here and here, and then we have input and victory royale. God, science, right? Right, can the input be taken in from... No, I'm not even gonna cheese that. There is no, there is just no way. I'm gonna cheese it going into this way though. Activation, deactivation. I've cheesed the new input. Fuck it. Right. How I'm going to go about activating this thing is I'm going to link it up to the system on the top. I think that is probably going to be the most valuable option, in my opinion, for linking this thing up. So if I go ahead and place this here, place a piece of redstone dust right here, and then just start by just working my way up to the top. So very old school, easy as redstone, because I am too freaking lazy to do this normally. So if I go ahead and just link all of this up right here, place a repeater just because, and there we go. This can't go that way, this is going to have to go this way, and that should work. I hope it works. It works. Wow, why do I doubt myself? Bottom system is the last thing that needs connecting, which it's going to be extremely difficult. The IQ level of connecting this is 1 in a billion. Well then, we now have a freaking huge ass door with a hole in the middle. So yeah, that's always fun. But it closes perfectly and opens perfectly, and was a massive pain in the ass to build. We can't have it like this. We can't. Well, I can't. You probably could. I can't have it like this. This is just... bleh. I am going to quickly make this nice and clean around the outside, and then I'm going to work on what the hell I'm going to put on the middle for this thing. Because in my opinion right now, this is bleh. But, I mean, you want a big plus in the middle and you have a 5x5 piston door that isn't even fully retractable? I don't think so. But like, that's fully retractable, and that sounds nice, and it looks nice, and again, you can have a floor on the inside because I always leave the spacing. Oops. And you can actually hide away the redstone this time around and put something in the back because it's a vault, and yay. Just someone help me. At this point, anyone can come and help me out. I wouldn't care. Right, if we activate this thing, cover that up there, cover that up there. We've got this nice weird looking plus shit going on the inside, and then if we deactivate this thing, we just need to close this, and we need to close this, and it looks very strange. One, two, three, four, five. I'm just gonna connect it here. 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There we go. And I just want to activate it and just have a look. You know, that's pretty spicy. I don't think you're gonna get any idiots who are just gonna try to break into this thing. I mean, they're gonna see the size of this unit and just be like, oh hell nah, I ain't getting into this, not today, no sir, no. But is it good? Meh. Would I recommend you build it? Yep. Of course, I always recommend build everything I make because everything I make is what I make, and I design it myself in front of all of you guys, and you can build it with me. I mean, this is a really big door. I don't really mind the fact that it's like it's like this. I mean, it may bother some of you, but it really doesn't bother me. Like, I think that actually looks pretty cool. Maybe you could have lava in there. When you open it, it goes away. I don't know. It's honestly up to you what you want to do with this thing. For me, my opinion, my best bet is you make sure that they can't. I mean, it's a vault at the end of the day. It's like, it's supposed to be secure. It's supposed to mean no one can get into it. But what the hell am I meant to do about this? Place a dispenser with a water bucket that has water that comes down that you can't go through, lava even, maybe. I don't know. Maybe I could have lava that runs through the back right here and it deactivates when the door deactivates. Because would it fit here? It would. Genius is at work. Let's get some dispensers. Okay, and let's place 3 dispensers that go into the back right here. That are going to be a pain in the ass to put in. That already activate when placed, apparently. Destroy these. Oh, sugar. Right, we're going to have to replace this stuff with indestructible blocks. Bap, bap, bap. The lava's just going to flow down here and go around the back, right? So, I don't think I have grieving on this thing. I'm going to test this in a little bucket of Willisec so it doesn't actually destroy the wool, because in a normal world this will be destroyed. Nah, we're good. Cool. Okay, that's nice to know. Yeah, so if I had 3 buckets of lava that just ran down here, then we could have the back that just opens up afterwards. This could potentially work. Potentially. God, win-win, shut the fuck. Right. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and place 3 more sticky pistons. So it's going to go ahead and just flop onto these blocks here, okay? It's going to go to these blocks and it's going to push forward here. And I want to place 3 more sticky pistons right here. That is going to allow me to, if I can get a repeater in, that is going to allow me to magic. That is going to allow me to have lava to flow in and not destroy anything. So we're trying to prevent people from getting in. That's exactly what we're going to do. I'm going to have this up at the back here, so that... Ooh. Hey, that's pretty good. So that, yeah. It's going to work. I'm sure it's going to work. But this block is not going to be covered, so, meh. Right, it's time for lava, so, let's turn it off for a second. And then let's run redstone on top of all of these. That should activate in theory. Okay, now for the moment of truth, I guess. I'm going to get 3 lava buckets, and this could either make or break my entire design, so this is going to be fun. Let's put lava in that one, let's put lava in that one, let's put lava in that one. So if it dispenses the lava, hopefully it'll take it back. So let's activate it. Okay, it runs in nicely. That actually does look pretty nice. That looks a lot nicer than I expected it to be. And ain't no one going to be walking through here without dying. That is actually really nice. Alright, let's see if it deactivates and absorbs the lava again. Nope. How the frick do we make the dispenser absorb the lava? Because once it's taken the lava in, we now have an empty bucket and it will not absorb the lava. Oh god. Oh, it does absorb lava. I should have left that a little bit longer. Oh shit. That's saucy. It's just because of this stupid side right here. Well, that probably broke my build. Just a tad. I mean, it definitely just broke something. Is this gonna go down today? Yeah, it's not fun playing with lava. And we just have to wait for this thing to go down. So this is empty, this has got lava in, this has got lava in. We're definitely not having that here. Definitely not having that there anymore. I'm going to place this along here like this. And I'm going to place my redstone along here. I'm going to destroy this. And okay, that's all gone. I'll place redstone back here. Redstone here, redstone here, redstone here, redstone there. The repeaters that go back into here. Just a repeater there. Yeah, everything's all broken around here now. Put that there. Put a repeater going into that one there. And that one there. Cover these up. So that's all closed. Oh god. Where was this connected exactly? Oh, god damn it. Right, how is the bottom connected again? Oh, from the side, right? The signal just doesn't pass through. That's alright. Okay, that's cool. And cover this up. So, before I go and do my crappy lava experiment again, I'm gonna make sure that this all activates in good time. So, I'm gonna get my lava bucket. I'm gonna place my lava bucket inside, and this has to activate on closing. So, it's open, and nothing got retracted, which is scaring me now because it's kind of broken. Okay, let's just destroy this a sec because let's activate it again. These pistons right here aren't activating. Okay, let's make sure everything's activating correctly. Okay, awesome, everything's on. Now, I'm going to run a repeater here. 3. Right, and this is going to go to 4 ticks delay. Put the lava bucket back in there a sec, so this is all on. Okay, they've all got their lava buckets, and it should all be closing up now. It does actually work out really nicely in the end. So yeah, when you close it, make sure you just destroy this a sec. When you close it, you want the lava to be activated, but when you deactivate it, we're going to need to have a pulse system that comes out. So let's just design this a second, because we need it to activate twice. So if I had a lever going into a repeater, let's say this was our signal. If I have this going into a comparator, which went into another comparator, like this. Maybe this would work. How do we make it so it just sends off a double pulse? And that's only on the deactivation, because when you deactivate, you want it to pulse, right? You want it to turn off and turn on really quickly. Oh god. What about a locked? And that would only go off if this broke. If that was on, that'd be on. If that was on, it would reverse the signal, right? It doesn't matter about this anymore, that becomes irrelevant. I don't know how I'm going to go about making a double pulse extension shitty my bob there. So, yeah, it's going to be a tricky one. Definitely is going to be a tricky one. Because I don't want it to just activate and then you can't get through, because it's going to take forever. But if I have a comparator, I've had a clock that ran twice. What if I have a clock that runs really quickly whilst it's off? Because obviously redstone clocks work whilst they're off, right? Obviously, if I have a hopper here, hopper going into it, hopper coming out of it, with a comparator coming out of it. Let's put the hopper in there. That's going to be set off a tick, right? Can we set that so it only goes off twice? Because if we had a repeater going into this with, let's just say this is coming out now, into our repeater, which is going into our dispensers, we want this to go off twice. So if we activate it, it's always going to be on, right? It's gonna click over. If we deactivate it, 1, 2, and then I want it to stop after 2. So how do I make it so after 2 ticks it would stop? The signal strength can only be 1, right? Because there's only one item that's been cycled through. Two, 3, 4, 5, 7. What if we had a dropper system that moved the item into the dropper? I'm on something here. So if we placed the item inside the dropper and we activated it, it would move it into the hopper. And then if we deactivated it, the item would go back into the hopper. Now, what happens if we take that signal and move it outwards? Because that's on. This is on now, right? So we have our 3 tick coming out. If we place this on a 4 tick delay with a repeater, it's going to be off. It's going to be on. It's going to be off. That's basically just inverting the signal. On, off. If I place redstone dust on top, off, off, on, off, on. Right, okay, let's just put some dispensers out and just see what the sound is when we do this. So if I activate it, it's off. If I activate it again, it's on. That's just an inverted signal. That's not going to get me anywhere. But what if I took the signal that's coming out of this one when it's turning off and placed it into a block that has a repeater coming out of it, which then goes into some redstone dust that turns it on. So every single time I run this thing, it's off, it's on. If I turn it on, it goes off. On. That should be activated because this is right next to it. Right, in my head this works. Oh, 2 seconds, ladies and gents. In my eyes, this would work, but there's probably a way we can make this a lot shorter. So if this was on, we place this into a repeater. If we put this into a block with a redstone torch coming off here, this would deactivate on this, and then if we placed it active on this side. So if we had that's all active, if we turn it off, it's active. If we turn it on, it activates. I'm going to try that system. So if we actually place some more redstone dust along here, and we have a torch coming off here, we want to make sure we extract these first. I don't want this going off just yet. If I have a torch here, that'll be off. If I have dust here, it'll be on. So when this turns off, this will be active. So let's put our lava buckets in here. There we go, and let's just see if this will work. So let's... Oh, sugar. We have to just very quickly switch it a second. So we have to turn it off first and then turn it on. So let's just do that quickly. Of course, that would be on the wrong set of... That'll be on the wrong set. Oh, that's going to be activated now. Let's put this a repeater right here. Put a torch here. Oh shit. Okay. Oh god damn it. Why do I make life so complicated? Okay, and I'm gonna go ahead and put lava in, and please don't break it like that again. Okay, let's activate it. That should activate it. Okay, maybe not. I'm now currently quite scared of turning this off. Mission was a fail on the first try. I don't know why, it didn't activate. Right. Interesting. Let's do it so we run repeaters into this one. Alright. You'll see where I'm getting with this. And then with the activated ones here, that will be activated when it turns on. And then with this one right here, we're going to actually run the dust onto the actual thing. No, we're not. So if I activate it, that'll be on. This redstone dust here. If I put a torch coming off here with the actually, if I placed a block here, because this is active now, if I placed a block here with a repeater coming out on 4-6 there, going into another block with a torch coming off it, which is on nothing, and then I placed my redstone dust here, here, and here, this could potentially work as a switch run. So if I deactivate it, that should eat up all of the lava that is now currently coming down. And obviously we're going to be getting a little bit of a lava swarm on its way down, because lava takes about an absolute decade to clear up. So it's not going to eat any of my redstone, at least. That I hoped about anyway, but it does, so there's something to look out for in terms of it eating all your redstone. But we have figured it out, so there's a plus and there's also a negative. But that's going to do it for the video, guys. If you like, drop a like. If you're new around here, subscribe. It's always appreciated, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye bye.